embodied the 13 grandmothers of time. And these are ancient, ancient beings from different planets and star systems who actually birthed the Earth and all its inhabitants. So you can imagine the dimension that they are communicating from. So through them, I experienced teaching of the rays. And the rays, the creational rays of energy, go right back to the source, which is the goddess. That is where we all come from. It's the black ray. From the black ray, the white ray was birthed, which is the father, the God level of existence. And from then on, there were other rays of existence, of creation. But what really intrigued me about this ceremony was that it was all about the shield that I was given. The lizard shield was all about pre-consciousness in the void, and I had been exploring this avidly, searching for who our source was. It never sat with me when somebody told me that the source was God or the God level. It just didn't seem right. I didn't know what was right, but at some point in time, I really wanted to know. And so you know, when you're on a path looking for something, the universe, if you wish, or your spiritual guides, your angels, set things in your path to help you discover what you're looking for. It really, truly does happen that way. I'm sure you've all experienced it. So the whole Grandmothers of Time ceremony just, you know, emphatically reinstated the concept of the goddess being our source. And it was shortly after this experience that I was signing books at a women's festival when there were also healers there. And I had a healing treatment from a body worker who did cranial sacral work. And this work is very subtle, but what he was doing was holding me behind the head at the nervy plexi and at the base of the spine. And he was simply holding me when I had an experience of going back to the source. I found myself spiraling out and eventually just in the center of this huge black light which had all the colors of the spectrum swirling around it. It was like I was in a nautilus shell, and there were all these colors that were swirling around me. And I knew I was back at the source. So right shortly after that, I decided, okay, I have to write a book about this. This is my next book, and it's going to be called The Goddess Lives, because I know that energy exists. So after discovering this, I often went to different places where I meditated. I was living in Ontario at the time, on an island in Lake Ontario called Quinte Isle, and there's some powerful ley lines there as well, and also lots of UFOs sighted up there. In Hastings County, Ontario, you might have read, if you're interested in UFOs, that there are lots of sightings there. And so I started writing poetry to the goddess and for different goddesses. Goddess Sophia also appeared to me. She's a goddess of wisdom, and she actually has birthed the soul aspect of us into creation. And so I write about several of the goddesses that I've actually communicated with personally in the new book, in The Goddess Lives. So this book is a synthesis of my meditations around the world at sacred sites and my discoveries there of uncharted terrain. I found that there was a place to go and a place to find things, and it was through my spirit and through meditation. And it is my hope that this book will inspire people to connect with this energy. And there are different exercises in the book that I've received from the Spirit Grandmothers of Time that have helped improve my life, and I hope will improve your lives.